have studied about the physical base of Amazon Basin. Physical base of Amazon Basin. So, in which we have studied that where the Amazon Basin lies, in which country, in which part of the countries it has, if the Amazon Basin is situated. So, we have studied that Amazon Basin has six countries have Amazon Basin part. So, the six countries have Amazon Basin's part, and we have also studied the helping rivers of Amazon, like Madeira, Singo are some helping rivers of the Amazon river. We have studied these things in our previous video, that what is the physical appearance of the Amazon river and basin. So we have understand what is everything about every physical point of this point in previous video. So in this video we will understand the climate of the Amazon Basin. So in this we studied about what is the climate, how much rainfall does it get, what is climate, etc. We will understand whole thing in this video. So now let's start. As the Amazon Basin located on equatorial region, it receives vertical rays of the sun throughout the year. So climate is hot and wet here throughout the year. Average temperature is 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. So as the Amazon Basin is located in equatorial region. So I have told you that what is equatorial region. So suppose it's a earth, and the, as you know, the 0 degree line equator, we call this at equator. 0 degree line we call this at equator. So the 5 to 10 degree above and 5 to 10 degree below the equator is called the equatorial region. This region we call as the equator is 5 to 10 degree above and 5 to 10 degree below, we call is at equatorial region. Why we call is at? Because it gets direct sun rays. This region gets direct sun rays, so it is very hot. As the Amazon Basin lies on the equatorial region, so it is hot and wet. So and get vertical rays. The equatorial region gets vertical rays from the sun, so it is very hot. This area 5 to 10 degree above and below is called the equatorial region. So it receives vertical rays, as it receives the rays from the sun. So throughout the year, so climate is hot and wet. So suppose you will say that if it is getting the sun rays directly, so it is hot. You may understand how it is hot, but you will say how this is hot and wet. I explain you that how is it wet, that how the climate of there is wet. So as suppose, as I have told you in previous video, that by east Amazon Basin is bounded by the Atlantic Ocean. So as by the east it is bounded by Atlantic Ocean, so when the sun rays directly fall on it, so the more the heat will give up the power, so more the water will evaporate. Water will go where water will form cloud and go down in the form of rainfall. So the water that is evaporated go down in the form of rainfall in the Amazon Basin. So it is very hot and wet climate. I have that the Amazon Basin gets very so as it very too much rainfall, so the climate is here hot and wet. So very rainfall, so it is hot and wet. As it on equatorial region, so it is hot, and the rainfall it gets, so it is wet. So I hope you understand why it is hot and wet. Throughout the year, average temperature is 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. That average temperature, that is the temperature of here goes down and goes up and down, but the average temperature that remains most of the time in the year is 25 degrees to 30 degrees Celsius. Average temperature 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. And annual rainfall is over 20 to 50 centimeter. One more, as I have written the green marker color, green ink. So these are the important topics, that equatorial region, hot and wet, and the rainfall is 250 degree to 250 centimeter. centimeters. So it rains almost every day. As I have told, here the evaporation is very high in amount, very large in amount. So the rainfall happens almost every day. Almost every day rainfall happens. Rainfall usually takes in the afternoon. The rainfall usually takes in afternoon. So why these get rainfall in afternoon? I explain you that in the afternoon the sun is above the sun, the sun's heat is very high. So in the afternoon the sun's heat is very high, so water will evaporate fast. If the water will evaporate fast, so the rainfall will come fast. The clouds will form fast and the rainfall will come fast. So this is why that the water rainfall takes place in afternoon. Before after afternoon, yeah, or in the afternoon, not in the morning. So I hope you understand the climate of Amazon basin. So in our next video we will understand the natural vegetation, which types of trees, what is the natural vegetation, how these are how everything we will understand about the natural vegetation of Amazon basin in another video. Till then, thank you. Same tree, same work. Say no to plastic.